Welcome back to my channel. Mark here. I'm out here today this is the first day of spring, March the 20th, and I'm out here and I'm getting ready to clean one of my dead outs out and going to get this hive ready. I need to move some bees in to this hive and get them out of the hive that they are in. But I want y'all to come along with me this weekend as I take care of the bees. And this is just going to be a video of just a little bit of everything. It ain't going to have one set thing to do, but we might even get to inspect some bees here this weekend, and we'll see what's going on here. But it's got to warm up a little bit more today. I think it's going to be up in the 50s today, but I am going to try to get this hive moved out into a 10 frame hive so they can start building up more. But we'll get into this, and I'll take you with me this weekend, today and tomorrow, and then I'll get this video out to you all here sometime at the end of the week after I get it edited. But I'd appreciate it if y'all come along with me as But anyhow, this is what we're going to start out with here today. And what I want to, this is one of the dead outs that I had. And like I said, I lost 3 hives this winter. And this hive right here, I had, this would have been my 3rd year of having it. And this was the first split that I ever made and raised a queen from it. But what I'm going to get at right here, and y'all can listen to this if you want to, and I'm going to try not to talk a whole lot because I don't want to bore you all. But a dead out isn't always a bad thing. No, we don't want to lose our bees. We don't like to lose our bees. But right here, and you can see down in there too, but I've got resources right here now that I can put in swarm traps. And I can utilize this for swarm traps. And this is a frame of old dark comb. And what I will do, I will take this comb right here and I will put some of this into my swarm traps. And I'm going to have, I don't know how many I'm going to have to put out. I'd like to get out about 10 of them this year. But I will use this in a swarm trap, and this is how I'm going to utilize this, and I can use that for that. And right here I've got my propane torch, and what I will do, I will take all these frames out and I use heat to disinfect my hives when I clean them out, and that's how I clean these out. And I will get this cleaned out, and then what I'll do, I'm going to take it up there to my stand up here on the hill. But anyhow, you can see the old brown comb that I have in here. And like I said, this is what I'm going to be using in my swarm traps. Right there's a good piece of comb that will be ideal to use in that. And this is really a good one to use in a swarm trap. But anyhow, what I've got to do here, I've got to clean all this out, and what I'll do, I'll take a torch and I'll clean that out. So But anyhow, here it is all cleaned out. And that heat from that torch has killed any bacteria or anything that was in there. So I use the heat because I don't want to use chemicals on my bees. I don't want to, and what I mean by that is I don't want to use bleach or anything like that in my hives. So that's how I do this. And you can see. And that wax that melted down there, they'll take that and they'll clean this up. But like I said, the heat from that torch has killed everything that was in here. But anyhow, this is another job that I've got to do here. And what I did, I'm going to try this. I've got a couple telescopic covers that I need to seal up. Well, and I didn't get paid nothing to advertise this, but I went and got me some Flex Seal, and I'm going to try this on these here covers right here and see if I can get them sealed up. But now this cover right here, this had a piece of tin on it, this one did, and I painted it, and I'm just going to leave it. It really didn't leak any, so I'm just going to try it with just the Flex Seal on it. But this here wooden cover right here, I'm going to finish painting it with this here Flex Seal, and I'm going to probably cover this with like a piece of tarp stuff, like a feed bag or something. Put a cover over this and see if that helps this. But I never knowed of it a leaking, but this is how I'm going to do this, and something to see how it would go on there. But we'll get this covered up or finished up here, and we'll see how this works. But I just paint that on there with a paintbrush, and this is a 2-inch paintbrush. But I'm not telling y'all anything. With beekeepers, this all goes along with beekeeping. Hive maintenance is what this is called. So they are all done, and this is what they look like. And like I said, this one right here, I'll be covering it with some like a feed bag material, and but it's more like a tarp material, so I'll cover it with that. But here's this lead that I put that Flex Seal on. I covered it up, and this is what I covered it with, a feed bag plus the Flex Seals on it. So we'll see how that works. I'm going to go up here and switch these bees out. Okay, what I'm going to do here, I made it up here, but I'm going to take the bees out of this red hive here and put them into this red box right here. I'm going to switch them over. I don't like that hive very well right there. That's one I built when I first started keeping bees, and the measurements aren't quite right on it. So what I'm going to do is probably use that box from now on as a swarm catcher, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch these bees over, and then this is old beat up box right there, that one on the end, and I just needed something to put bees in last year, and I'm gonna take them bees out of there and put in that there brown hive right there. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I will. These bees here, I don't know how their temperament's going to be, but we're going to get them in here. And I'm going to put these in just the way I took them out of here. They've got plenty of honey. And what I did here, and then I'll quit. But you can see right here how much honey is on these. And this hive was built up pretty good when I went into winter, when it went into winter. And what this was from our goldenrod flow that we had around here. Right there's my queen, if you can see her. But right there she is, and there's eggs and larvae in here, so we'll get her put in here. I will mark this frame here. This is one that I need to change out. There's some brood right there that she's laid up already, if you can see that. But I just want to get these things in there and be done with this. Let them be bees, settled in. That they had left from over winter. And this is what you want your boxes to look like going into winter. You want them full of honey like this. This is how you want these to look. But right there they are, and I got them switched over here. So what I'll do, I'll take this box here and set it right here. But anyhow, I got to move back over, and I'm not going to put that shim back on the top of it. Y'all seen the honey that they have in here, so I'm just going to close this thing back up and let them alone. But right there it is. This hive got switched over and it can stay in this box right here. But what I will do is later on I will put a medium super on top of this and let them fill it out. Then anything above the medium super will be what I collect for myself and try to sell some of it or whatever. But I don't know if I will be raising any queens out of this hive or not. These are probably the most contrarious hive I've got right now. So I don't know. We're going to have to, the verdict's going to be out on it. But anyhow, I'll get off here and close this up. And they've got their new home. Now we're going to go ahead and do this one. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to take this sled and put on here till that other one dries. So we're just going to go ahead and do this one and have it done too, and then I'm trying something a little bit different this year too. On my beetle traps, I've got these beetle barns, and that's what I'm going to try this year. So we're going to see how that works. Right here's the traps I've been using, which I'll go ahead and stick this one back in there too. But that's what I've used in the past, and these are beetle blasters. My queen's right there, if you can see her, she's got a blue dot on her. right there she is. And I need to change this frame out too. But anyhow, here's this hive done, and I'll scoot it over here where this one is. And the reason why I changed this out, I didn't like this hive either. It's getting kind of bad. And what I'll do, I'll just use this hive right here as a swarm catcher. And if I catch swarms in this hive or that other hive I just took down there, I just may leave them in there and let them fill this out. This hive right here is not one of my stronger hives, but I'm hoping it will build up what I just did there. I took a couple of frames of honey out of this hive right here, and I put in here for them to go along with the honey that they have. And in the process of me doing that, I got my first bee sting of 2021. So, but here they are. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to the house and get me some more pollen patty and put on here and close this hive up. But that's what I'm going to do. And it's supposed to be here next week, be in the 60s every day. So I'm hoping that they can get out and start getting stuff. And they are carrying some kind of pollen in here. I noticed they wasn't hitting my pollen feeders very hard, and as I was up here doing this, I seen where they're bringing in like a bright yellow pollen from somewhere. So they are carrying something in, and I did see some nectar in these hives. So I will get off here, and if I don't catch up with you tonight again, I will catch up with you tomorrow. I've got some more stuff to do.